Welcome back. Today, I want to talk about analytics. And analytics are so important for social media managers to get really comfortable with. I always say this. Actually, one of my bosses in my last corporate job used to say this, and it just is stuck in my brain. She said, data is how you make decisions. And I always have that, sticking with me when I make my business decisions or business decisions for my clients. One of the things that really makes Metricool a standout tool for me is their analytics. Number one, they've got great at a glance analytics when you first log into the platform. And number two, they have amazing reporting features. So I'm going to show you both of those things over at the laptop. And of course, be sure to use code Latasha at the link down below if you want to give Metricool a try. You can get 30 days free on any of their premium plans. They also have an amazing free plan. And let's hop in. Last but absolutely not least, we're going to talk about analytics. So when you first log into Metricool, you're going to be first greeted by your analytics. So this is kind of like your overview, is what I call it, of analytics. And as you can see here on the left-hand side of the screen, you can choose which platform you're looking at. So Facebook, I'm not really that active on, which I need to be, because if you watched my video about the 2026 social media study by Metricool, it's a huge opportunity area. So hopefully I'll be growing that in the year ahead. But Instagram is probably my most active, Instagram and YouTube. So I'll try to show you examples here because, that is what is most interesting and what's going to have the most data for us to look at. But if we just click on Instagram, we'll see kind of an overview report. And I like to skim through this just sort of day by day. Like if I'm running social media for a client, I like to have this up, maybe looking at it every day, every other day, just kind of like scope things out and get a general pulse of how content is performing, how things are going for us. So we'll see here at the top, we've got a little menu. This is actually clickable as well. So you can click and jump to the sections that you are most interested in. We'll go back up to community. The other section that you'll want to pay attention to is your date range. So I might do, like I said, I might be looking at this sort of week by week. So I'll just say last week or month to date. One of the two is typically how I'm looking at things. So we'll see. We'll do month to date for now. So it's about a week of data. Our followers have been up a little bit. Our following has been up a little bit. And we've posted less content than we typically do. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and change this to last 30 days just because we'll have more data, because I don't think I've even posted yet this week. So again, we can click or we can scroll, but I'll just scroll through. This gives our overall growth trajectory and history, followers, how many followers we've gained. And then we've got our demographics view. So this is also great if you're like either for yourself, if you're a creator or a business owner, or if maybe you're a talent manager, or if you are doing any type of negotiations for your brand, for a client, you'll be able to have a quick at a glance demographic report of their platforms and say, okay, most of our audience is women 25 to 34. So you kind of always have a pulse. You'll also be able to see followers by country and by city. Then we've got our account section. So this has like some overall stats for the account. Views are down a little bit. Reach is down a little bit, but we have posted more content. And then we've got posts and published during this period, organic interactions. So this is likes, comments, saves, shares, etc. And we've got our list of posts. Again, I'm terrible. I haven't posted much. Let's give a 12-month view, because I want to actually see some data that we can kind of play around with. I don't post on Instagram all that much, but you see we've got a lot more going on here if we do a year worth of content instead. So our list of posts, this is really nice to look at. Just again, if I'm planning out a content calendar like week by week, I might just say like what's worked well over the past week or even of the past month or year. And I might just use this to get some inspiration, and you can click to sort by views or reach, whatever is most important to you, likes. So I might want to make sure that I'm viewing this by most likes, post with the most likes. And if you scheduled it through Metricool, well, first of all, you can click on more so you can actually read the caption and you can reuse this caption or you can copy the caption, which is great. So this was a very time specific, piece of content. But if it wasn't, if it was more evergreen, I could just go ahead and reuse that. And then if I posted through Metricool, I could actually reuse the image too. This one I just posted on the fly on my cell phone, so it won't pull in the image. But if I did schedule it through Metricool, I could click reuse content and it would open up the planner for me. So I could go ahead and do that. And then I can also click view just to actually view the post in real time, like on the actual website. So that's really helpful. We've got hashtags. I don't use hashtags very much in my content, but we can see the ones that I use the most and kind of correlate that with our average likes and comments and so on and so forth. And then we've got the same thing for reels. We've got a little report there and a list of our reels. Same for stories. And we'll go down to the bottom. We've got competitors. So I am not a drinks brand, as you know, but I typically use this just to teach my students in my course, The Accelerator. So that's why Olipop is in there. But this is really nice because you can stack yourself up against different brands that are competitors for you. So the Future is not so much a competitor for me, but more of an account that I look up to. And so I have added them in just by clicking add. And I think their platform is, The Future is here. So all I did was The Future is here. You got to make sure you do have it right because it doesn't pull it in. So make sure you have their username correct. And then they'll pull up here. I actually add myself to it because I like to see the comparison actually. So that really helps me and my brain just so I can view like, okay, I want to be as good as The Future. Well, I need to post more reels. I can see right there, they've posted 91 reels. I've posted 32. Olipop has posted 148. Wow. And so on and so forth. So I can kind of see the opportunity areas by comparing myself in a list against them. And then the other thing that you can do is you can click on more stats and you'll be able to see a lot of these different statistics, followers, posts, engagement, and so on, as well as their ranking of posts. So I might want to look at posts with the most likes. We'll click there. And I can really study those. I can see like, okay, what is this? What did they talk about? What caption strategy did they use? I can click and view the post on the actual page and, study what the people in the comments are saying and study the creative style and all of that. So love that. So that's how analytics works at a glance. Now, the last thing I want to show you is the reporting feature, which is very, very cool and very, very robust. So we'll click on reports. And the great thing about this, it has a mock-up right here. So this is what you're going to be getting at the end of the day, essentially. So the coolest thing is once you build it once, you don't have to keep on building it. You can actually create what we call a template. You'll just click on new template and you'll sort through. So I might call this like client A, like I would maybe have a specific template based on what the client wants to see, what the client's goals are. Or I could call this, my own, whatever you want to call it. And then you'll just sort through, you'll click on each of these different line items and choose what you want to see because this is a lot of information. If we just leave it as the default, honestly, I think this is probably too much information for the month-to-month sort of report. I might just keep it pretty simple of like, okay, I want to see followers and ranking of posts, maybe. Let's just say we're not doing paid ads, so we'll remove all the paid stuff from the summary section. And then you'll go through platform by platform. I might first of all decide, okay, we're not on Blue Sky, we're not on Twitter, we're not using our website connected to Metricool, we're not using meta ads, and you can kind of start to chip away so that it's a really nice, digestible, easy to view report and easy to understand. So we'll close that really quickly. And then once you decide on the different pages that you want included in your report, as you can see, I've got like lots of different templates. So I can decide, do I just want to see TikTok? Do I just, do I want an annual report that might have all of those pages? That might be a little bit more meaty, if you will, versus just like our Instagram report. And then you can decide when you want that report sent. So I want to receive it every single month. And then you can choose the day that you want it scheduled. So The first is usually good. And then add in the email of the person who's going to get it. I always recommend you send it to yourself instead of sending it directly to a client, just because sometimes there might be data that they don't fully understand, they have questions about. So, as a service to the client, send it to yourself and then you can cascade it along to them. But you might send it to maybe like yourself and your intern, for instance, or your manager and yourself, and so on and so forth. You can add a few emails in there, and then you can customize the message and say, hey, your monthly report is here. If it's just going out to yourself, don't need to make this too fancy, obviously. But if it is going to maybe your manager or your client, you will probably want to add something there. And then I'll show you what it looks like. I'll give you like a grand view, a full screen view, and you can kind of skim through and you'll get a beautiful PDF like this. Thanks so much for watching. I really hope that this episode and that this series overall was helpful for you. If you are excited, if you're ready to try Metricool, be sure to use the code Latasha at the link down below to get 30 days free on any premium plans. And be sure to let me know what you think down in the comments. I love your feedback. And if there are any other features of Metricool in particular that you'd like to learn about, please let me know, because I would be happy to add to this series and keep it ongoing. So thanks so much. I appreciate you and happy Metricooling. Bye.